Díoghaibh, tá 100 míle fáilte roimh chuig an Searmanas Brunta Céimhne ar Leirseo. Greetings from the public theatre or exam hall of the College of the Holy and Undivided Trinity of Queen Elizabeth near Dublin. My name is Brendan Tagney, and as Registrar of the University, I welcome viewers of this recording of the virtual commencement ceremony. In advance of the formal ceremony, I take this opportunity to warmly congratulate all being conferred with degrees today and to introduce you to the proceedings which will follow. Before I do that, I would like to hand you over to the Pro-Chancellor, Dr. Shane Allwright, who will preside over today's ceremony. She has a few words of welcome and thanks for you, the graduates, and friends and family whom we hope are watching with you.
Welcome to this Trinity College Dublin, University of Dublin 2020 online commencement ceremony. As you may know, commencements are usually held here in the public theatre, and there is always a great sense of anticipation, a buzz of excitement as the graduates in the medieval gowns and hoods take their allocated seats, as family and friends slowly fill the hall, with stirring music from the gloriously rebuilt organ overpowering the whispered conversations. Today, however, we do not have the chance to assemble in person. I will not have the opportunity and the pleasure to hand the hard-earned parchment to each new graduate in turn and to shake your hand, or to chat with your parents, family and friends after the ceremony in Front Square and at a reception in the dining hall. For now, COVID keeps us apart, but with the help of technology, we are marking this special event in a meaningful way, no matter where in the world you find yourselves. Today's online ceremony is certainly different, but it is no less real, no less important. It is still a rite of passage, a marking and a celebration of your achievement. I hope that family and friends who have supported you during your degree journey are with you today to share the moment. Just as Trinity staff try to attend normal commencement ceremonies, I know some of your lecturers will be watching online with pride and pleasure at your achievement. Your successes energize us as teachers, lecturers, researchers, and as professional staff. Without the energy of students, Trinity would be a much duller place. The excitement of commencements is also marked with a tinge of sadness. Friends who have studied together over the course of their degree are now going their separate ways. But I can personally attest to the fact that wonderful friendships made at university can last a lifetime. I hope yours will too. As the name suggests, Commencements is about new beginnings. Your Trinity degree parchment will open new doors, new career opportunities. And as you make your way out in the world, we are sure you will do us proud and that you will be great ambassadors for this university. Once again, congratulations to each and every one of you, and I wish you well as you embark on the next phase of your lives.
It is with great regret that the ceremony has to take place in that format. But these are strange and difficult times for everyone, and in the circumstances, it is the most suitable way in which we can formally confer degrees upon you. Wonderful and all as technology is at capturing some of the important aspects of a commencement ceremony, it cannot replicate the experience of being here in the public theatre with classmates, friends, family, and the Trinity community. To compensate for this, Trinity will do everything it can to host you all at a celebratory, old-fashioned, face-to-face event on campus at the earliest feasible date, but I will keep you posted on developments as the situation evolves. To the parents, family and friends who may be viewing this recording, it is only right and fitting to formally acknowledge the crucial role you have played and sacrifices you have made over the years to help the graduates reach their goal of obtaining a degree. On Trinity's behalf, I would like to add my voice to that of the Pro-Chancellor and thank you most sincerely for that support. To our soon-to-be graduates, for each and every one of you, the conferring of your degree today is a huge achievement, which we earnestly applaud, and we wish you happiness, fulfilment, and success in the future. Whatever lies ahead of you after today's event, we hope that you will continue to have a sense of belonging to and pride in Trinity. Today, you become one of Trinity's alumni, a group spread worldwide, so wherever you might be on the globe, you can avail of the Trinity network and contact with others who share the Trinity connection. You can find out more about how to do this through the Trinity Development Alumni Office. The formal ceremony to follow is a meeting of the Senate of the University of Dublin, at which you, the graduates, will have your degrees conferred upon you. As an aside, a practical manifestation of the subtle and sometimes confusing distinction between the university and the college is when writing letters after your name, it should read, for example, BA Dub and not BA TCD. Following a tradition that stretches back to the origins of the university, our commencement ceremonies are conducted entirely in Latin. The Latin ceremony recognises the university's historic past, reflecting a heritage shared with the oldest universities of Europe. Latin was the language of learning and debate all across Europe when these first universities were the seedbed of scholarship and enlightenment. Within the universities of the time, Latin was the language of study, the language of philosophy and the sciences, of law, and of all the professions. And that shared language, long before the World Wide Web, allowed the exchange of scholars and ideas between universities, transcending the boundaries of empire and religion in old Europe. As far as this ceremony is concerned, it is by continuing to use Latin that we acknowledge our heritage, the intellectual foundations of the modern Western world, and the debt we owe to scholars and to scholarship of former times. It beholds a historic university like ours to carry out teaching and research with its focus very firmly on the future, but at the same time acknowledging and preserving the best from its heritage, in our case stretching back to 1592. Indeed, our long history may give us some comfort in these COVID times, when we reflect on the fact that Trinity College has carried on teaching and research through 2 world wars, a number of rebellions, 2 led by alumni of the university, the Great Famine, Poyning's Laws, which restricted the university community to members of the established Anglican Church, and the reigns of not one, but 2 Queen Elizabeths. Nor is COVID-19 the first pandemic in our history. The late R.B. MacDowell of the Department of History and a legendary junior dean who was elected to Scoil in the 1930s, recounted to me one evening at Commons the story of his childhood experience of contracting Spanish flu in 1919. There is a memorial bench in his honour at the back of the rubrics, facing onto New Square. So the next time you're on campus, you may like to sit there and reflect on all the changes this university has seen through the ages, and the fact that as a graduate, you are now part of that unfolding history. Commencement ceremonies in Trinity are presided over by the caput head, led today by the Pro-Chancellor of the University, Dr. Shane Allwright, who is joined on the caput by the Pro-Provost of the College, Professor Michael Lyons, and the Pro-Senior Master Non-Regent, Professor Ailbhe Cassidy. The Senior Proctor who will present graduates to the Senate is Professor Werner Blau. The Pro-Chancellor and myself are in the public theatre, together with the Mace Bearer, Mr. Joe Muckler, while the rest of the participants join remotely. The ceremony will be opened by the Pro-Chancellor with the Salvete, which is a general welcome to us all. This will be followed by the reading of the University Senate minutes, which relate to the last degree awarding meeting of the Senate, i.e. the last commencement ceremony which took place before this one. The Senior Proctor will ask the caput to approve the awarding of the degrees. The Mace Bearer then calls for a vote by members of the Senate, and the Pro-Chancellor asks for the agreement of those present, which is given with the response, plaquette, it is agreed. The Senior Proctor will then present each degree and call out the names of the candidates, commending them to the Pro-Chancellor for admittance to the degree. The Pro-Chancellor then admits the named candidates, and the Pro-Chancellor will close the ceremony, bidding us all farewell with the words of the Walete, or goodbye. Enjoy the ceremony, accept the congratulations and best wishes of everyone in our community, and we look forward to seeing you on campus when circumstances allow.
Salvete senatores omnes, Domini doctores, Domini magistri, salvete candidati seniores iunioresque, salvete hospites undique hic benignissime congregati, comitia fiant in nomine Dei. Amen.
Comitia Hiemalia, Termino Sancti Michaelis, Altera Matutina, Habita Die 4 Decemberis, Anno Domini millesimo secondo vicissimo. Caput Senatus, Pro Cancellarius, Ignatius Thomas McGovern, Magister in Artibus, Pro Praepositus, Vital Edwardus Gerardus Lyons, Magister in Artibus, Pro Senior Master Non Regans, Albeam Honorium Miriam Nicosidi, Magister in Artibus, Procurator Senior Vernus Josephus Blau, Doctor in Scientis, Registrarius Dionysius Brendanus Tangney, Magister in Scientis, Gradus Seniores ac Juniores, Solemni Modo Colati Sunt, Examinatoniae habita in album Senatus Referenda, Registrarius Curabit.
Prae honorabilis pro cancellaria, totaque universitas. Supplicant, reverensis vestris ei, qui in his cartis quae in manibus nostris sunt nominantur, ut his comitiis ad gradum supernomina designatum admittantur. Ego, fide mea testo expondio toti academiae, unum quemque candidatorum his cartis nominatum, omnia exercitia ad gradum, ad quem unus quisque aspirat, pertinentia pro legibus academicis rite complevisse.
Ad scrutinium.
Placet ne vobis, Domini doctores?
Placet.
Placet. Placet ne vobis, Domini magistri?
Placet.
Placet. Placet omnibus.
In absentia. Magistri in educatione negotialis, Barry Emma, Bracken Emma, Casullo Costanza, Clark Bethany Danielle, Cully Katie, Kurlukova Elina, Delahunty Kevin, Doherty Michael William, Gaffney Sinead, Graves Alana, Kavanagh Olivia, Kelly Crimmins Lucy, Kennedy Ashlyn Kira, Timmins Roisin, Lee Patrick, Long Kira, McCourt Emer, McDonagoin Sean Dermot, Moore Marsha Rose, Murray Vanessa Veronica, Myrta Patrick, O'Brien Aoife, O'Callaghan Addy, O'Donoghue Owen, O'Reilly Dervilla, O'Reilly Nikita, O'Sullivan Helena, Phillips Kiva, Pierce Joanna, Reynolds Quiva Patricia, Rickson Fuller Roland, Ryan Abigail, Swanwick John, Walters James Thomas. Pre honorables pro cancellaria, totaqui universitas, commendo vobis filios meos digentis per regre, quorum nomina recitata sunt supplicationesque placoerunt, quos sio tam doctrina quam moribus habiles et idonius esse, ut ad gradus quos petunt admittantur.
Ego auctoritate mihi concessa admitto candidatus de gentes per regre, quorum nomina recitata supplicationesque placuerunt, pro ut quisque meruit, ad respondendum questioni, inscientis de pueritiae educatione, inscientis una cum studiis educationis, in educatione, et ad incipiendum in studiis educationis, in educatione negocialis, in executione musica, in arte scenica, in opera sociali, in utroque iure, in philosophia, in scientias economicus, in scientias negocialibus, in scientias studia. Valete senatores, non diutius vos morabimur, valete candidate novis honoribus decorati, valete et vos hospites acceptissimi, comitia solvanter in nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.